Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you the best marriage advice I ever got. Let's be honest, the internet is full of different marriage advice by different people. Most of it is based on opinions that have no substance and is often more harmful than helpful really. Today I want to look at some marriage advice that will actually help your marriage or relationship. If you search for marriage advice, then the top result on Google says this: choose to love each other, even in those moments when you struggle to like each other. Now that's not very helpful, is it? How do you do that? Is love just a simple choice? What is love anyway? Let's look at some practical marriage and relationship advice that will change your marriage or relationship for the better. The first one is what I call key moments. Relationships have what I call key attachment moments. These are the moments where we really need our partner to be there for us, and if they're not, it will cause severe damage to the bond and trust, and closeness will suffer as a result. These are the moments that really answer the attachment question: will you be there when I need you the most? These key moments could be anything from childbirth, serious illness, the loss of a loved one, getting fired, or any significant event where we really need support from our partner. How you respond to your partner's needs in these circumstances are critical. There's no gray area here. Even a valid reason will not help restore the emotional damage that not being there could cause. For us to trust the attachment bond, we must be there in these key moments when your partner has expressed they really need you. Failure to show up at these moments can create resentment, distance, and long-term damage that require a lot of repair work later. So it's much easier to get it right up front. Often conflict that seems completely unrelated are motivated by an old attachment wound created by a partner that was not there in that key attachment moment. Being there for your partner in these moments does not have to be hard. It could be small gestures like sending a flower on a bad day, ordering takeaway food from them when they're sick if you don't necessarily live together. These small gestures show that you are there when it matters and create secure attachment and closeness. This will impact everything else in your relationship. Common attachment wounds happen without us even realizing that we have caused them. In times of great need, do we make our partner the top priority and choose to be there for them? We should, if we want trust and closeness in our relationship. These are the key moments that are of specific importance as we learn if we can count on our partner and trust them when it matters. If the emotional and physical needs are not met in these moments, we get guarded and trust less and feel less connected and secure. We can also call these attachment traumas. They are when we experience a crisis and are in critical need of physical, emotional safety and comfort, but our partner does not respond. Despite a greatly functional relationship, these few events, if the trust towards the attachment is broken, will color the entire relationship as a fundamental trust is broken. The question, "Are you there for me when I'm most in need?" was a clear no, so the relationship will be clouded by a fear and distrust. Even when the day-to-day seems okay, this will inhibit intimacy and connection until it's actually healed. These attachment traumas could be a partner that was diagnosed with cancer and we were so busy working that we simply were not there for them. Or perhaps we could not really manage our own fears around losing our partner, so we retrieved instead of reaching out to support our partner. It could be a woman that was left alone scared during childbirth. These moments when we feel vulnerable and perhaps scared is when we need our partner to be most responsive, and if they're not, it will cause that attachment trauma that require healing before trust and intimacy can actually flourish again. Don't get me wrong, they may have logical or genuine reasons for not being there in these key moments. Perhaps, you or they had a work crisis. They might be so overwhelmed that they could not provide the support for you that you actually needed. All are logically valid reasons, but they will not change the wound that was created and the damage to trust and intimacy, so the healing process must take place. Now let's look at how you can heal attachment hurt if it has happened. Attachment hurt is a major breach of trust, and here are the steps to heal it. Number 1. The hurt partner describes the feelings that they experience without blaming it on their partner. Focus on how it made you feel and how it has impacted your trust and safety with your partner. Did you feel alone, abandoned, or rejected? Express what you need to feel safe and comfort now. It could sound something like this, and this is just an example. The day I came home to tell you I had cancer, I needed you to hold me and comfort me. I felt so scared, but when you did not even lift your head from the TV to look at me, I felt so alone. I went to my room and cried for hours. After that day, I never trusted you to be there for me again, and I learned to depend on my friends instead. I needed you so badly to hold me and tell me it was gonna be okay. Now, number 2 of the process, the partner then acknowledges and accepts the hurt partner's feelings and accept their part in it. This will make the hurt partner feel seen and understood and make them trust that you could act differently in the future. First step in restoring trust. We all make mistakes, but it doesn't make us bad people. Repeat back what you heard to your hurt partner from when they expressed their feelings. If they feel understood, they will trust you more and healing can start to begin. This could sound something like this, and again, this is only an example. I can hear how much you needed me to be there for you, to hold you and comfort you. You wanted to not feel alone and that we were in this together. You felt so scared and I broke your trust because I could not be there for you in that moment the way you really needed me to be. Try to use their words and expression so it resonates and you don't make your own interpretation. Number 3. The partner express regret to show the hurt partner's feelings and experience has an impact on them and that they want to act differently in the future and want to be there for them. This must be genuine, so don't fake it, as that will just break trust even further. Use your empathy to sense your partner's experience, and once you do that, it's easy to express regret. This could sound something like this, and again, this is only an example. I'm so sorry I hurt you in this way and made you feel alone when you needed me the most. I can now see how I created a very deep wound and perhaps even sadness for you, and how it made us move apart as you could no longer trust me. Number 4. What was needed is clearly expressed by the hurt partner, and the partner acknowledging the need, agree that they want to provide that going forward. You also need to show and express the emotional impact it has on you to realize that you harmed your partner. This is what will really help them start trusting you again. This could sound something like this. I want to be there for you when you need me the most. Looking back, I realized that when I heard the word cancer, I froze and all I could think about was losing you, and that made me so scared. It was like I could not move, I was paralyzed. But you needed me, and I failed in that moment, and that makes me so sad to know that I left you alone. I don't want to ever leave you alone when you need me again. Perhaps you can try to reach out to me with things you're comfortable sharing, and I can show you that I will be there for you. See how this partner takes responsibility for their action and the impact they had on their partner? Make it clear the hurt partner's experience is understood, and then show the emotional impact that it had on them finding out that they hurt their partner. They explain why they failed in that moment, and at the end clarify how they will act differently in the future. Don't make promises you can't keep. This will only, of course, damage trust even further. The reason I talk about attachment needs before individual needs is because once attachment needs are taken care of in a relationship, the fear of loss, not being enough, or other common attachment triggers that makes us inhibit our partner's needs for self-expression decrease or fade away altogether. This means it will be much easier to get your partner on board for your individual needs, as it will not trigger them in the same way. If you want to learn more about how to reduce relationship conflicts, create intimacy and sexual excitement, then go to my website and check out my ebooks. They are full of details and exercises. I really hope this video was helpful for you, so leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, and I really hope you use some of these relationship tips. See you in the next video.